Gwen, you had another surgery.
It's terrible.
How many are we at now?
Too many to count.
I mean, you've had.
I told my mom, I said, I can't believe, like, I have had surgery. I had surgery when I was really little. I broke my arm, both bones all the way through. And then, my collarbone. I've had Haglund surgery before. This is a recurrence. I've had so many surgeries. I'm like, I must be doing life wrong. But my mom said, all athletes have surgery. Do you think that's accurate?
A lot have had something done.
Yeah, I've had a Haglund recurrence, which is very rare. And when it came on, it's like kind of started after Yokohama, and I kept telling my PT, like, I'm really worried about this. It feels like it's Haglund's. It feels like it's right at the insertion. He kept saying, you're fine, you're fine. And he was right in the sense that my actual tendon was really good. Like, the Achilles tendon was good, but I was also right in knowing that it was Haglund's. And finally my PT was like, look, if you're that worried about it, I came home, like, after Hamburg, like, I couldn't really walk after that race. It was bad even before that race. Anyway, came home. My PT's like, if you're that worried about it, why don't you go to the doctor? I went to the doctor.
Let's just stop for a second. Because you're talking fast.
I am, because I just want to get it over with. I think if I talk fast, it won't have happened.
What is a Haglund's deformity?
Okay, so a Haglund's deformity is a bone overgrowth on your heel. Like, your heel bone's supposed to be nice and round. And then I have a bone that, like, kind of like this, I guess, that grows out and it grows into the Achilles tendon. And so then...
so every time the Achilles... Because when you
take
run,
a step,
it's going like this.
Yeah, and then it cuts the Achilles every time you take a step.
Yeah. And so you had a surgery done on your right foot in 2018. And then you had one done on your left in 2022.
Yep.
And they were actually both done in Denver.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about that procedure that was done.
Does minimally invasive surgery. They went in endoscopically and shaved down the bone.
Yep.
Essentially is what it was.
And then tell us, so on this recurrence, which has what was the percent chance that it comes?
2.8% chance.
That it comes back. Explain now what was done on this surgery.
So there's some theories as to why it comes back, and there's no
concrete.
Yeah, no concrete evidence of this, but some of the theories are that when you do the minimally invasive stuff, you can't see it all, so you don't get it all, because you're just kind of going in and shaving down. And the other theory is when you do that, you're using this like vibration and it's heat, and sometimes the heat can cause a response where then your body would almost go into there and maybe add more bone because of the heat. So the theory this time, what we did is we like opened me up. So like my scar is huge. It's like, what, that big? It's big. And so we opened me up all the way so they could actually see the entire bone. And they just chopped it off. They actually gave you the bone.
Which sounds like a little bit like, whoa.
Yeah, it's a little bit disgusting. And then also they use a cold cut, and then they also put this thing on there, paste, and they put the paste there to hopefully stop the bone growth. My theory, I have a theory. I'm not a doctor, and I have but I love to have my own theories, don't I? Mm-hmm. So my latest theory is I have really good bone health, like super good, and so I think I just calcify everything, and that's why I have this problem. Do you like my theory?
It's a good theory. I think it's been very interesting. Obviously, I've seen you recover from this surgery twice, right? So where are we today?
3 times.
Well, this is the third now. But I think that, what's crazy is how, because when, the big talk before was like, okay, you've had a minimally invasive one done. Now this is, we'll call it the maximally invasive one.
Well, it's not maximally invasive because we still did not touch the Achilles tendon, but my Achilles tendon is we caught it really early.
When I just mean maximally invasive, where I saw a photo. You were lucky that your normal doctor came in and sat through the procedure and watched us
and took pictures. And
so I was blessed to see some photos of the inside of your foot, before and after, which was wild. We will not share those on YouTube. But so I got to see that, which was pretty insane. But when I thought, the surgeon was over the moon with how it went, but I was like, okay, that was like that was a lot. So I was really thinking the recovery was going to be a lot.
Yes.
But that's gone. I mean, I would just say this is granite. You know, it's been just shocking how quick the return has been, and honestly much quicker than I remember it from the
first time.
From the first.
But I do think I mean, I'm nowhere near out of the woods, right? Like, I am still in a walking boot. I swam for the second time today. You know, I'm just getting back into the water, and but like my tendon on my right side, like how many months, years was I not walking normal?
Yeah, a very solid year.
And so like
this was 6 years ago.
Right, in 2017. Yeah. And this left side, like I caught this so early. Like everyone said, my doctors, my PT, everyone was like, look, you can totally finish out the year. Like your tendon is fine. We can manage this. We can, you know, I had previous, like going into like Hamburg, like I was wearing heel lifts. Like you can do stuff to like
mitigate.
Yes, mitigate it. But like I was in pain, you know, like walking from my bed to my bathroom if I didn't have shoes on with heel lifts. So anyway, I knew that for me to perform at the highest level, one, I can't
compromise.
Right, I can't
compensate.
I can't either of those.
Right.
And as well, like, you know, I made a decision that, you know, I could finish out this year and then be done and have the surgeries and be totally done. But I was like, no, I'm going to get the surgery now, and I want to come back and have, you know, another 3 good years.
I mean,
but anyway, point being, I think this is coming back good because my tendon, I caught it so early and my tendon was in good shape.
Yeah. Which I saw a photo of an Achilles tendon, which again I was not ready for. So that was, I'm trying to still do a little bit of debriefing on having seen your Achilles tendon.
But surgery's awful. It's like I was miserable. I still am on the borderline of miserable. Like my mood is terrible. I'm sad. Like I didn't want this done. Thankfully I have you, which has been great. And like, you know, I've done things like to try to keep saying have a rowing machine and a Vasa trainer in my garage that I use, but it's just like, it's terrible when you can't walk. It's absolutely terrible.
Yeah. I think, you know, all that to be said, I'm incredibly grateful for your care team on this one. So the surgeon was absolutely incredible.
Yes.
Your doctor's been incredible. Your PT's been incredible.
I mean, my surgeon called me like 3 days after surgery. I was like, what? I'm getting like a personal call?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, you know, super, super impressive and grateful for everyone involved in that respect. I'm just blown away at the speed of your recovery.
Well, I'm going to tell another story. Can I throw you under the bus? So
Sure.
The day I got surgery, it was Tuesday. I'm like, I have, you know, anesthesia in me. I'm on heavy drugs, but I can't really sit still, right? So I'm just like out and about, like doing things, like not walking, scooting around here. And Pat's like, "You're doing really well. I think I'm gonna go to a bike race tonight. You got the boys?" I'm like, "What?" I'm like, first of all, did you not hear the doctor when they said no watching kids by yourself for 48 hours?
I forgot.
Second of all, like, I am on drugs. If George runs out the door, I have no ability to get out the door.
I forgot all that just because you were
doing so well.
You were doing so well. You're a super mom.
But anyway, yeah. I mean, I feel like for me, you know, a lot of people you're bedridden after surgery, and I need, just like for mentally, I need to like keep going, keep doing things.
So I guess your 2025 season is done.
Done. I'm
very
sad.
You got all eyes set on 2026.
Yep.
You know, I think you had a great race in Yokohama. You would have had a really nice race in Italy, but you got a puncture. You had a very forgettable race in Hamburg. Is there a grade that you would give the season?
Oh, this makes me so sad because it means it's actually over. I know it's over, but like I don't
if you're grading it, then it's really
I think, you know, the past 2 years you kept saying like Gwen, you're so close, you would say after a lot of races.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm not actually close. I'm like, yes, I can understand where you're coming from. But I felt like this season I actually proved that, yes, I can be in the mix. Mm-hmm. And so, that's exciting. And yeah, this surgery sucks and it's terrible and I'm miserable. But it also really showed me my focus. And what I want to do. I could have easily been like another thing, like, okay, I'll just finish out the season and then I'll be done. Then I can get the surgery and just kind of move on with my life. But I'm not ready to do that. And I think this season, it showed me like I can be in the mix.
So I think I want to do a couple things. One, I want to thank probably a lot of your sponsors, a lot of your fans who've been highly supportive, a lot of my dear friends, really, really supportive of this decision, this tough decision that you had to make. So I think we won't go through and name all of them individually, but.
And this decision was made very quickly, but we talked to a lot of people.
Yeah. So I want to acknowledge all those people.
Yeah.
Again, just thanking your surgeon, your doctor, and your PT, huge. I think then finally for me, you could hopefully be an ear for a lot of other people that might have insertional Achilles tendon pain. And trying to, as they're going through that decision matrix of like, okay, well, how could I resolve this, right? Because I think you've had a lot of people that have reached out to you and said, yeah, I have a Haglund's,
yes.
They want to talk about it, or hey, I think I have a Haglund's, and you'd say like, hey, look, go and check this out, you'll find out. And I think over the years, like you've had a lot of people that have come up to you and said, hey, I actually had your surgeon, or, so that's probably just moving forward, like you continuing to be a sounding board for other people that are dealing with that and that might need that surgery. I think it will be huge.
I mean, surgery is terrible and I would never recommend it, but in this situation, we ignored it on the right. And, when my doctor saw the x-ray, everyone's like, this is going to need surgery. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Yep. So yeah, sometimes I personally can't live in pain every day. I'd be miserable. So yeah, anyway, back to recovery, and yes, very thankful for everyone's support. And yes, I'm not easy to be around when I'm going through this. So I should probably thank you too.
More updates to come. Thanks for watching.
I don't think a lot of people know what kinetic is, what ketones are. I think it's kind of scary for a lot of people. So I'm going to do a giveaway. We're going to do 10 winners that get a 6-pack of kinetic to try. It's I'd say a performance drink. It helps you with clarity. It helps you with focus. It helps with energy.
I'm going to just say when I have them.
Okay. Before races?
I have them before races when I'm driving to them because it's ready to drink. I love. And then separately, it's my 2 or 3 o'clock hit that I have in lieu of a coffee.
Because then you don't have the high and the low,
right.
And you can still sleep well at night.
Well, number one reason then why I really like this over like your standard energy drinks is there's no sugar in this one. So I don't get bloated. I don't get like weird about that.
And they taste great. So anyway, I think people are scared to try them, so we're going to do this giveaway. Hit the link in my bio. You got to just put in your name, an email address, and you'll be entered to be one of the 10 lucky winners.